Hey everyone, Chris G here, and I'm sorry for my disgusting sweaty appearance, but I just got back from the gym, and I thought that this would be a good opportunity to talk about one of the most frequently asked questions that I get. On almost a daily basis, people ask me, what is my favorite smartwatch? And my answer has always been the Garmin Instinct Solar 2. There's just something really nice about something that's like kind of analog, but also has every smartwatch feature you could possibly want built into one surprisingly cheap unit. And the Garmin Instinct Solar 2 was my daily driver for a very long time. Until now. Because Garmin has now released the Instinct Solar 3. Now I kind of debated how I wanted to do this video in terms of like one of those like, down angled video, like where the camera's up here and you're looking at the watch. There's a name for that, I'm sure. Or just basically like talk at you, because everybody loves to look at this pretty face. I settled on basically just kind of giving a small seminar on this thing, primarily because we've done reviews on the Garmin, and there's also plenty of Garmin Instinct Solar videos out there. All is to say that the Instinct Solar 3 is a beautiful successor to the platform. Now, if you really want to dive into the depths of the Instinct platform, DC Rainmaker makes an amazing video that kind of goes over all the features and the accuracy and stuff like that. I'll link to a few of the videos in the description below. But ultimately what I want to talk about is wearability for this thing, and for that matter, if it's worth upgrading from the Instinct Solar 2. The short answer is a profound yes. I think that not only, by the way, I loved the Instinct Solar 2, but the Instinct Solar 3 is a profound upgrade. I genuinely don't know how they could make this watch better, short of maybe improving sensor accuracy and adding in like a built-in thing that folds your laundry. But otherwise, this thing is a damn near flawless watch. Now, in full disclosure, I do not use the smart capabilities on mine. And when I say smart capabilities, I really mean more like the heart rate monitor, the O2 sensor, all that other stuff. That stuff eats up your battery life pretty gnarly, although you will still get at least a week's worth of usable battery life on this thing if you use all of those heart or biosensing features. But I disable all that stuff. I keep the smartwatch notifications active, but then otherwise just use this as a standard like watch. So that means that I get to set timers, do a stopwatch, tell time, etc. Now we did an Instinct video where we dove into the depths of the watch back on the original one, and the interface hasn't changed much, but that's a good thing. The interface on the Instinct is amazing. You can set multiple stopwatches, multiple timers, navigate through things flawlessly. And they've only made it a little bit easier on this platform. So for example, the workout section, you now get to choose your activities and create different categories in which those activities go. That way you're not floating through a million different options like you are on other smartwatches. Garmin just keeps on polishing this operating system, and I just love it. But what we want to know really is how this thing behaves during daily use. And the fact is that it is maybe the most perfect daily driver watch that you can have, unless you're looking for something fancy in the likes of like Omega or Rolex or just like a simple Timex, something like that. But it tells time, it has all of the features that you need in a timekeeping piece. The battery life is indefinite as long as you disable the biosensing features and amble around in the sun for the most part. The solar charging feature on it works really well. And this can tell you things like your step counts as well as the like weather outside, and it syncs with your phone pretty well. It displays notifications just fine. In this case, I also have the sunrise, sunset on my home screen too. There's really nothing that this watch won't tell you. Now, if you really want to compare this thing to like, let's say the Apple Watch, it does not take phone calls. So for example, it will tell you that your phone is ringing, but it doesn't have a built-in microphone or anything like that so you can answer the phone. But that's about the only flaw in terms of its smartwatch capabilities compared to the Apple Watch. Now, I'm a long-term Apple Watch hater on this channel. I just don't really think that they're very good. Their battery life is despicable, even 10 years later. And the watch just doesn't really offer anything that you would want that the other competition doesn't. Maybe it pairs very well with the Apple ecosystem, but beyond that, you have a touch screen, and if you get into any kind of activities that have like water or sweat or anything involved, the touch screen always activates and gets in the way. So what I love about the Instinct Solar is there's no touchscreen. You just have buttons to navigate. And frankly, due to the shape of the thing, and you know, I think even with most people's wrists, you're not gonna have a lot of false input with the buttons. They really took a lot of time and care and attention into evolving the shape of this watch so that way it only does things when you want it to do it. And my new favorite feature that they added to the Instinct Solar 3 is the torch option. If you double click the light button on the watch, you can choose between a bright white light, a dim white light, or a red light, which will help you like navigate through your house or like a dark forest unseen if you're using the red light. But this torch feature is so freaking awesome. I feel like I'm wearing a Pip-Boy from like the Fallout series. Like, this thing is just a computer that sits on my wrist that tells me everything I want to know, like my body temperature, the weather outside, when it's about to storm, because there's a built-in barometer, an altimeter, and compass, and all that in there. And then when I get lost in the dark woods of Narnia, I just hit this double thing, this light, and I can just find whatever like tool that I like dropped on the ground before pirates come and eat me. I don't know why I love that flashlight feature so much, but I really do. This, like, I would pay $300 just for that in a watch. I use it so freaking much. In fact, I now sleep with this watch on my wrist, not because of the biosensing features, although it does have sleep tracking capabilities, but because I want to be able to, when I want, like when my daughter starts screaming in the other room, I can like quickly get up, hit the flashlight, and like run over and see what's going on without stubbing my toe and stepping on Legos or something like that. So I really, really love the torch feature. I also love the looks of the watch. They've now added this little nice red trim around the bezel. This thing is durable as hell. It now has a metal bezel too, and I can just beat this thing into the ground and scratch it and beat it, and the screen is still in pristine, brand new condition from the day that I got it. Get it. Who is it for? The Garmin Instinct is for anybody that wants anybody. If you need a smartwatch, a beater watch, you work out, you hike, you need something with long battery life, you want all of the smart capabilities and health tracking stuff, but the only thing is that you can't take phone calls, then it's for you. You don't have fancy color touchscreens eating up battery life and doing a bunch of unnecessary bullshit that honestly you really don't need. This thing is just simple, it's customizable, it is brilliant. This is maybe one of the best products made of all time. And Garmin somehow keeps managing to improve it. I don't know. It's really quite awesome. That's the Garmin Instinct Solar 3. Really just sort of a quick regurgitation and a sales pitch, really more than anything else. We will do a deep dive navigation and feature spelunking on this watch. But for those wondering, what is the best possible smartwatch that you can buy? It's this one. Anyway, thank you for watching. We hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another video really soon.